Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. We are live. I can't believe it. This is my first time doing that on this platform, so I'm a little nervous, just a little bit. It's been a minute since I've been like actually nervous to do a live stream because I've done them so often for like years now. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be here. This is my first live stream on the platform. Most of my live streams up until this point have been on TikTok. So I'm curious to see what the experience will be like on the app. So for those who don't know me, there we go. There we go. For those who don't know me, my name is Faith, and I go by More Than Potential on social platforms. I am in Big Four at a Big Four accounting firm. I'm a manager, and I am 29 years old. I am in Georgia. So that is where I live. That's where I'm from. It's where I was raised. And now I still work in corporate, along with being a content creator and also having an AI enabled business that I recently launched. And so I think now is a great time to talk about how anyone can launch their business, how anyone can use tools that you have available to you to launch a faceless business. And I think it's such an important topic because right now, if you're like me, you have a professional career, you're ambitious, you make a certain amount of money per year, but you know that there's more money to be made. There are opportunities out here that you want to take advantage of, and the technology is right. Everyone is trying to figure out the best way to use the tools. And so I think right now, if you're like me, you're trying to figure out where your place is in all of this. We're all still adjusting to AI and adjusting to the new products that are on the market. And so we're all like scrambling to try and upskill as quickly as possible and looking for potential opportunities to make an impact. And so I think I have found a few ways to do that. So on December 20th, I will be doing a live stream talking about my faceless business strategy, what my model is, what's working, what's not working, and how you can also use artificial intelligence to launch your own business. While things while things are kind of uncertain and everyone's scrambling to try to figure out how to use the tool, now is a great time to use artificial intelligence to launch your business before anybody else can. Hi, thanks for joining. If you are, sorry guys, I'm getting like pinged and emailed to oblivion. This is my first live stream on the platform. I'm going to start doing more live streams on here. Really, really excited. I'm new. I do TikToks all the time. I used to do TikTok live streams for hours. So I'm like, it's like riding a bike, hopefully. Hopefully I remember how to do this. Hi, Jordan. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Feel free to like and share. I was just giving people an update because it's been like a few months since I posted on TikTok. And so I wanted to share what's been happening. A lot of positive, great things are happening for me and for a lot of people that I know. And so I want to talk to you guys about like what's going on in the business world as well, because I think the two are related. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. I'm not going to be before you guys long. I'm just going to be a little quick hello, give you a few life updates, and talk about what you need to know. Hi, Linda, and how are you, Hayana? Hayana, I'm good. I'm doing well. I know I was gone for 2 months. I was doing a lot of traveling. I just started a new job in Big Four, and in case you guys didn't know, so my professional background, brief run through, since you may not be aware. I used to work in big tech. I started out in manufacturing operations, and I used that to pivot into big tech. So I used that to pivot into tech sales in the pandemic. A lot of money to be made at that time. And then I got recruited to work at a Big Four accounting firm and their consulting division. So yeah, I work in Big Four now. I used to sell consulting solutions, and now I'm more in like enterprise strategy and in marketing. So that's what I do. I pivoted into a new role. So for the past 2 months, I've been like onboarding into the new job and traveling for work, and also traveling for pleasure as well. So I got a chance to go on a little vacation before the madness with the air traffic controllers. So that was pretty cool. I got a chance to go to Italy. I'd never been, so I got a chance to go to Italy, Germany, and Switzerland. And I took a brief stop in Austria. Long story. Long story, but the point is, I had a good time. I was on vacation. I didn't post at all on TikTok. I didn't post really at all on Instagram. So a lot of you guys are going to start to see more of the content I was filming. There's a lot of stuff that I want to share with you guys, not just from a business perspective, but also my personal life stuff that was going on. So anyway, I've been gone, but I'm back. So I wanted to talk before I go, because I don't want to be before you guys long. There's several things I wanted to point out. Number one is that in the time that I have been offline, I took 2 months to kind of do my thing and all the things. In the time that I was gone, I actually did launch a faceless business. And this was relevant to me because if you guys are noticing, there's a lot of people who are doing content creation. There's a lot of people who are trying to get, brand deals and sponsorships. The problem with this is not everybody wants to show their face. Some of us, if you're like me, you have a professional career that you want to protect. And so I was interested, highly interested in figuring out how can I still make money online but not have to show my face. It was a really important thing for me because of the kind of work that I do. There are certain things I can and cannot say. They're really strict. And if you're like me, you are an ambitious professional, you work really hard, but you're like, I need to figure out how I can actually be an entrepreneur without having to be a content creator because it's not for everybody. Additionally, if you are not aware, AI is going to be unregulated for the next 10 years. So what that means is that they're going to have to feed these models with something. And fortunately and unfortunately, a lot of what they're going to be feeding these models and these LLMs is stuff that they're scraping from online. So public facing content, your videos, your content can be used for that. YouTube, Google, all of it. And so some people are very put off by this and they're trying to figure out, okay, I don't want to put my name and likeness to be used in any sort of advertising because that's happened to many content creators. Companies will use your name and your digital likeness and they'll use that for promotions for their advertising without your consent. This is a real problem that's happening with content creators across the country in the United States. So because of the unregulated use of AI, people are getting savvier about how they launch their businesses, how they market and promote their businesses. Mine from Saudi Arabia. Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining from Saudi Arabia. So yeah, I think I will do a live stream on December 20th talking about how I launched my faceless business, the revenue that I'm pulling in, and we'll go over some of the numbers. And also we'll talk through like what you can actually do on your side because a lot of people don't really tell you like how to start a business or what that looks like. The technology that's available, the tools that are available for you to use right now, what's the best in the market. And that's the kind of conversation I want to share with you guys so you can do this on your own, right? If you don't have to be a content creator, you don't have to be super technically savvy. You can use AI enabled tools to start today. So I'll get into that on December 20th. So double back. I will post and remind you guys in the meantime. The other thing I wanted to point out is that I actually have posted quite a bit on my Patreon. That is a private community where we talk about AI related topics, business topics, and we also do some light chatting. So if you like movies, if you like TV, we have a lot of different monthly discussions about this. Our next discussion is in January, and we'll talk about the Sinners movie. We just did a discussion for November about Lovecraft Country, and it was amazing. We have some really smart, intelligent people who come together to talk about these subjects, and it's always a really good experience. So if you want to get involved, if you want to find community with other smart people and just like chill, just talk about whatever you want to talk about, the Patreon is a great place to do it. I highly recommend joining the live calls because they're like private Zoom calls. They're not recorded. It's just a way for us to chat and get to know each other. And we've really built a strong community that way. So if you're looking to make new friends, that's a good place to start. So anywho, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Just wanted to pop in and show signs of life and try out this function on YouTube. But I will be back with a formal, complete live stream and all of the things. Do you guys have any questions before I go? Any questions? Any questions before I bounce? Yes. If not, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining. Feel free to follow my Patreon. You can join for free. And of course, if you want to keep track with me, please subscribe and follow the page because I'll be posting on here pretty frequently. Okay? I will see you guys in the next one.